Hi Christian, you're digital editor of The Independent Online. Tell us first, what makes the Indie Online different to other national newspaper sites?
We've got a head start with that one because our title actually says a lot about who we are and what we are. We're not a buzzword, we're not a title from some distant point in history. The Independent means something. There's no shortage of sites out there for you to get a really one-eyed view of the news. You can find endless right-wing, left-wing, agenda-driven blogs. We bring something different to that, and that's really important to us, and it's drummed into everyone who has any editorial contact with us. We're on a drive to report the world as we see it, to really discover the truth. And when we have readership surveys of the whole market and people are asked which news brands they trust, we're always incredibly high. There was one last year where we were second only to the FT. If you take away the business focus of that effectively means we're the go-to people for the truth in news. We also are putting people who come to us, our readers and our users, right at the centre of what we do. Independent Voices is a lot to do with that, but we're rolling out that level of contact, inviting people to come and join us and tell us what they think of the news right across the site.
Which bits of the site are most popular with your readers?
Well, obviously there are news, sport, Independent Voices, which is our comment platform, which is still relatively new and bringing in a lot more people. But there are areas of our site which you possibly wouldn't expect to be so big. We have Indie Best, which is a relatively small part of the print existence of what we do. We have consumer reviews in every day, but they've really taken on life of their own online, and people come to us for that trusted opinion again. We also have a great student following, and our student section of the website is tremendously popular.
Now, how do you like to work with PRs if they've got a story that suits the website?
It's important to have good relationships with PRs. They need to know what we want, and we need to understand where they're coming from better. If you look at, say, the technology site that we're trying to build out, it's impossible for us to really get that up off the ground without good support from companies, from game manufacturers, from gadget manufacturers, and PR's where that comes in. It's important to get to know our team though, because we're a rapidly growing team. We shift constantly with the way we work with the newspaper staff and the digital specific staff. So get to know us, have a look at the Gorkana listings of exactly who we are and who's best to contact.